This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Good morning to you. My name is Mary Onaifia. Debbie, welcome to the front page review. We are broadcasting live and direct from the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, number 42, Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road. And we are also on social media, and we have a website and a mobile app. So you can go to our website. It's at www.thevoiceofthepeople.ng. And on social media is VOP903 FM. And on YouTube it's Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You search for us and then join our community. For our mobile app, just go to Google Play Store and search for Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You download the app and you can take us everywhere you go. Now you have a voice. We are the station that gives you the voice. Now let's look at the newspapers this morning for the headlines. We have different newspapers, starting with the Punch to the Sun, to the Vanguard, to This Day, to the Nation, Daily Thrust, and think about 5 of the newspapers this morning. So we're going to be looking at the headlines as always, and then discuss some issues in the news. And hopefully Rufal Sini should join me later on via the phone as we look at the hot topics in the news this morning. Now, to begin, we start with the Punch newspaper, and the first headline here reads, Kanduje begs Lagos Hausa communities to back Tinubu Shetima. Now, EFCC arrests 87 forex dealers in Abuja, Lagos. Oshu King makers Sean Monarch's selection meeting. Government reacts. And also from the Punch, club obtains EFCC certificates to regularize operations. And flood, Jonathan asks the federal government to support victims. The writer says here that Tinubu Omo Agege donate 200 million to Delta flood victims. Ekweremadu's supporters back Enugu PDP governorship candidate, and Edo government to recover 1.5 billion naira from land grabbers. Still giving you headlines from the Punch. 2023 court to clear pre-election cases of foreigners arrested. INEC to recruit 10,000 ad hoc staff from Buck. And now we move to the Sun newspaper this morning. It says Atiku Tinubu continue personal attack. Says Nigeria won't elect another ghost. That story is on the Sun newspaper. Now, FX crisis to crash 10.11 billion diaspora remittance as dollar scarcity paralyzes a bank. Reps reject Foreign Affairs 2023 budget. INEC to spend 355 billion naira. That's what the headline says. And the writer says low voter education may mar pools despite 95 million registered voters. Now to the Vanguard this morning. Buhari's ministers, others undermining anti-graft war, says a rep, and Adebanjo no longer leader, won't host Afenifere meeting, says Fasoranti. Okay, and also from the Vanguard this morning, Rivers releases 78 billion naira for completion of project awards of new ones. That story is on the Vanguard. Now, 2023 Oyo PDP leaders at war with Makinde over alleged endorsement of Tinubu. Okay, and then also from the Vanguard, Obi Dati support group decry alleged blocking of accounts by federal government. Obasanjo Kenyatta present at Ethiopian government Tigray agreement to end war. Now to the Nation newspaper this morning, new naira notes to be printed locally, says the CBN. Tejuosho market fire render 1,200 jobless. Nigeria needs 800 billion naira over 10 years to fix infrastructure deficits. Now, mysterious bodies, Edo CPs vows to fish out corporates. And finally, from the Nation this morning, it says 21 North 39 people kidnapped in Castina, says police. Now to the Daily Thrust newspaper. Father kills daughter in Akwa Ibom, buries corpse. That is a story from Daily Thrust. And we also have here that 3,000 students signed petition to demand Ahmadu Bello University resumption. And now we move to the This Day newspaper. It's an Atiku Shetima statement denigrates a business that employs thousands of workers. The writer reads, maintains politics does not confer license to be reckless. Says Tinubu running mate should apologize to Nigerian workers employed by his business. Now and finally this morning, This Day newspaper, it's a payback time. Shetima tells Hausa community in Lagos. Now, these are the headlines this morning from the various newspapers. In fact, lots of headlines. Now we're going to look at some of the hot topics, the issues in the news. But when you call us to join the conversation, remember that you can talk on any of the headlines, the ones you've heard or the ones that are happening right now around you. You can talk about them. So let me connect with Rufa Husseini and let's get the conversation going this morning. I think we already have him on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning to you. Okay, I think I'll connect with you then, but let's get the conversation going. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, good morning to you. Good morning
Hi there,
to
can you hear
you.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Morning.
Good morning. Good
Yeah,
morning.
go.
Okay. Your voice is a bit low. I don't know if it's the network. Let's
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Just that your voice is a bit
Oh,
low. Maybe you're far away from the
oh.
phone.
Is
Now,
it any better?
yeah, I think much better.
Okay.
Let's begin this morning by talking about the naira and the dollar. There is a story here from the Sun newspaper. It says here the headline says FX crisis to crash 10.11 billion diaspora remittance as dollar scarcity
Okay.
paralyzes bank. The writer says DOM account holders, diaspora recipients was hit. Now, from a lot of quarters, people going to the bank to genuinely get dollars, people that have been sent money from abroad that have DOM accounts. Now they go to the bank and they find it difficult, not very difficult to get the dollars. Now, the black market, we read in the news some days ago that they were raided by the EFCC, arrest about 87 forex dealers in Abuja and Lagos. Now, getting the dollar now is a bit difficult, even if you have a DOM account and you have been sent money from abroad. So this is quite challenging, although what is happening now, one would say that we already know about it since the redesign of the Naira. Issues like this have already been coming up. But also in the news this morning, we hear that the CBN governor is saying that the Naira will be printed locally. Hello, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mary. I can hear you. So,
I think we'll have to stick with this one for now because of the
yeah,
connection.
this is from that. That's the problem of Nigeria. Telecom companies, I don't know what's wrong with them. Their signal terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah. But, but,
And if you're using a answering, it might make it really worse. If you're using answering to take the calls,
okay. Uh,
so just let's see how we can manage the situation this
let's
morning.
let's yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now the conversation, we're starting with the CBN this morning, and saying that they are going to be printing the naira locally, and also from the Sun newspaper. It says the FS crisis to crash the 10.11 billion diaspora remittance as dollar scarcity paralyzes banks, because dumb account holders now can't even receive money from diaspora. People in diaspora, they can't collect money from them because the dollar is scarce. And then we also see that the EFCC, they've arrested 87 forex dealers in Abuja and in Lagos. So how do we deal with a situation like this? Because this is a crisis in terms of our economy.
You can say that again, but a full blown crisis. But you know the thing about crisis at law, they say never let the crisis go to waste. I think this is the time, and this crisis should be an indicator for us to have a total overall of our financial system and tell ourselves some hard truths that we're running away from. We're running away from the fact that the rate at which we are keeping our currency has to be aided by inflows, and we are not a producing economy. And the quicker we start to do that, I would make business climate conducive. I will make production increase in this part of the world. Then we can start to compete favorably. I keep saying it. Look at the 80s when we're collecting so much money from crude oil. In fact, our crude oil remittances increased from about the paltry 200,000 naira in 1958 to billions of naira in 1970, especially when the Yom Kippur War happened. As at 1980, we were collecting about 30 billion, 30, 40 billion in crude oil. As at 2011, we were collecting 60 billion in crude oil remittances, $60 billion. But today we are struggling to collect some money because of theft, because of how we have squandered our economy, because of how we have destroyed. And you can see the greed. You can see naira people start in the homes. How wouldn't the value of the naira go down? And you can see because other sectors of our economy are not producing at the grand scale at which they ought to be producing. And that's why you're seeing incumbent problems on ground. So we need to produce. The government needs to get the fiscal side right. And to a large extent, the CBN needs to work totally very well at its own monetary policy. We can see what inflation is doing to us. And there are solutions to this problem. But you see, I just wonder if we're doing the right thing. It is not by raising the BDCs alone that will solve all the problems. The question is, we don't just have dollar in the system. The CBN keeps making the argument that the parallel market is just 5% of the market. I'm like, you're right. You're really.
Okay. I think I can hear you. I can't hear you right now, so let me try and connect with you again. Interesting network. I think we'll just start the conversation from you that's listening. If I try to connect and it's not working, then let's see. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's better. Network was off again.
Yeah. So there are solutions on ground, but the problem is that we matching them with the critical thinking that we're having. We said this thing before this Naira redesign that people will naturally go and go and start dollars. Everybody argued with me. They said my mouth was. Is it not true now? Can't you see the rate of the dollar to Naira? Can't you see how much we are losing?
But you know that even a layman will know that even with the redesign of the naira, there will be scarcity of the dollar because a lot of people will go for it. So one would expect that CBN should have done something about it. Not that people that have legitimate reason to go collect dollars. Maybe they
and
send them money from abroad. They go
and
to the
that's the
bank
and
and
that's,
they can't get the money.
and that's the problem. The deficient thinking. The deficient thinking. And that's why you see this thing is a long-term project. At first, we even need to we even need to rethink that mindset of why is it that our currency is now so watery that a lot of people don't see it as a store of value any longer. The mentality has been warped in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 60s. The only time Nigerians will really crave for dollars is when they want to collect basic travel allowance, BTA. But today, that's no longer the case. It's because the currency is so watery, corruption and hyperinflation, and these ways and means that the CBN has been doing. Because see, the CBN keeps running away from the real problem. The problem is that the CBN has printed over 20 trillion, about 20 trillion in ways and means to support various things in the economy that has led to inflation. And the inflation we have is screaming up the value of the naira. So the CBN should stop acting brand new. They further securitize that loan for me and your generation to pay over the next 40 years. That's what they have done. So it's part of this bad policy. It's on ground, it's written, there are laws that you must not print beyond a certain percentage of your last year's revenue in ways and means. The CBN have broken all those fiscal responsibility acts and rules. That's really the backbone of all of these problems. That's why you are having surging inflation and the like. That's why they are saying, no, there's a lot of currency in circulation they want to call back. Who printed those currencies in the first place? Who printed them? Why was the money not coming back in high velocity? There's mammoth corruption also, but there's recklessness. Recklessness on behalf of the CBN. So when we drop the ball and we think miracle will happen, it will not just happen like that. We need to fix Nigeria. Corruption is too much. Anytime we've made money as a country, we've squandered our rich. Right start from the first and several projects.
In his argument, people have been saying that the cost of reprinting, redesigning is going to be very expensive. Is much, is this? So he is saying that the new currency is going to be printed locally, so that we shouldn't worry that's not going to cost much. But he does not know how much it's going to cost for printing the new currency for now. But he is sure. Okay.
But it's going to be billions. Heck yeah. It's going to cost billions. It's going to cost billions. How much are they using to print currency everywhere? It's not over 58 billion or thereabouts. It's not over 58 billion or thereabouts. Anyway, kudos to them. The bill used to be more than that before. It used to be over 60 billion, but they keep reducing by the year. And we are looking for alternative means of payment, like online payments, like digital payments. But we should be circumspect. The real problem is the fact that as a country, we are not producing, we are not attracting forex in. The only major means of forex we are getting is still from crude oil and diaspora remittance. In fact, more of diaspora remittance. In fact, that's why I tell people that Nigeria is a 50-state country. I mean, diaspora remittance we are talking about over $20 billion inflow. But crude oil doesn't even assure you up to that any longer. Formerly, before diaspora, it used to be crude oil. So in diaspora remittance, Nigeria had a state deficit of 160 billion in the last 10 years. Guess what has cushioned the first diaspora remittance? Because in those over 10 years, the diaspora remittance of over 160 billion.
And that is being threatened right now by this crisis.
Any new leader that wants to lead Nigeria to open up the economy, stop all this corruption. It is corruption that makes business climate unattractive. Government executive want to steal, everybody wants to steal. It's a stealing machine, and people will look the other way because it's favoring them, it's their own people. When it's the other person's person, they call the FCC in and they run Palongo around. Don't you know the thieves in this country?
The sum of the Nigerian.
I love this country so much, and it hurts me that such a great country is being killed by hypocrisy every time.
And this is not making it even easy for a lot of people, a lot of the IT guys, because apart from IT, there are different online platforms where you can deal on dollars, collect the dollars, send them to Nigeria or send them abroad. But the CBN keeps blocking making policies and blocking a lot of all this online platform that would have really helped people to transact with the dollars. So you do that, and then you don't make the dollars available when you know that a lot of the things we do in Nigeria are imported. Now let's move to another story, because the dollar story and the naira is unending. There is this story from the Punch newspaper. It says Ganduje begs Lagos Hausa communities to back to back Tinubu Shetima. Also, we also hear Shetima saying that it's payback time, telling the Hausa community that it's payback time. Said, let me quote what they said here. It said, we are here today with good tidings, and we have brought you good news. As far as the northern part of this country is concerned, the issue of Tinubu presidency is already completed. We are waiting for you Lagosians to come out and support with your votes. Now, one would say that Nigeria, we are one, and we are all one. So, but you see people from the north talking to people from the north to vote. You can see everybody talking to their own people to vote them into power. So that is why we see when Kanduje came to Lagos and the Shetima, he went straight to the House of people to tell them that, you know what, this is the person that we think you should vote for.
People are conversing for votes. People are conversing for votes, and they have a right to converse for votes. So if Ganduje and Tinubu Shetima come and they converse for votes in Lagos, it's within their right. It's election season. It's election season. So let them go ahead and converse for their vote. But let the people also ask for what they will do to them. What they will do for them. What they will do for them. It's as simple as that. Because you see, it shouldn't be just about, okay, vote for me and everything. It's about what you will do to better the lot of people. And we need to ask questions. Are our lives better for the decisions we've taken in the last election? And we should vote based on answering those questions. It's as simple as that. And that's why you see, I tell Nigerian people, this is in your hands. As simple as that.
Now, the PDP crisis in Oyo State, Oyo PDP leaders at war with Makinde over alleged endorsement. It's an alleged endorsement of Tinubu, because the governor had on a radio program said the Northerners cannot complete 8 years tenure and also return power to the North for Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to take over. We know that Makinde is among the 5 governors that are still standing, saying that IU must resign. And he's making it clear, because this is allegedly anyway, saying that he endorses Tinubu. And because of this, there is war in Oyo State within the PDP, saying that Seyi Makinde is just one person of the PDP, and there are other PDP people supporting Atiku. But you can see that the crisis in the PDP is not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yes, so it's not going anywhere. It has come to stay. There was another representative of Seyi Makinde, I think it was a former deputy governor, that went to the Tinubu endorsement party in Akure, in Papa Sorote. So if there are indications that Seyi Makinde is tilting towards the APC candidate, then it will split the PDP in Oyo State down the middle. But what Seyi Makinde should also remember is that he might think he's been able to consolidate, but it's up against a very, very bona fide politician in our state. Leslie Folari. Leslie Folari is the ACP gubernatorial candidate. Former senator, former gubernatorial candidate. Leslie Folari knows himself. So I don't know how he's going to openly support Tinubu for presidency if that's the case. And I put a caveat if, because people can quote you.
Yeah. Okay, are you there?
Self-serving. And he should be careful, because he needs no division now in the party. Because even without division, Teslim Folari is a grounded politician. Need I even see more experience than Seyi Makinde as a politician? So it's a tough battle for him. Let's say I found out. Let's see how Oyo State finds out.
Now, before I let you go, we have a question from Adetunde from YouTube. He said, "Is there no way these politicians can be made to be responsible to their manifestos?" He said, "It baffles me when we just can only complain."
No, it's the people, though. It's the people that don't hold them accountable now. Once they bribe people, money in this country, I don't know, maybe because of the poverty or something. Money is a brain twister. You will see people that we thought had any modicum of integrity in their lives. But once they get money,
Yeah.
their life just changed. They will start talking from back and center. So all of this one will keep calling on Nigerians to vote right. My fear is also the fact that can we trust Nigerians to do what is right once money starts to flow? Because once 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, or millions start to flow into people's accounts, I don't know, the way people just do a vote party 360 years, sometimes you think if they ever had any integrity with what they had. So, if we cannot talk together as one as a society, anyway, it's a tall order, because we're not a monolithic society. Even in monolithic society, are differences. It's a tall order. If we cannot speak together as one and speak against this weaponization of poverty in our society and stand for what is right. But truly, another question is how many of us truly know our right from our left? Even in the elite class.
Let's take the example of what is happening in the Afeniferi's Yoruba organization group, where Professor Roti and Adebanjo, the war going on now between them. We cannot say it is money. It is money that is making them have two voice, two speaking with two mouths, like I always say.
Mary, we cannot say it is money, but there's also a Nigerian saying that we're not a no finisher. We don't know what has transpired. We don't know what has made a Professor Roti that officially resigned from Afenifere due to old age. All of a sudden, he's being quoted to say now that he's taking the reins of leadership again. At 96. At 96. So we don't know. Maybe it's money, maybe it's interest, maybe it's tribalism. And we don't know. But you see, one thing I've come to realize is that most of these things can also be hinged on the great role money plays in our politics. I keep telling people, and except we change our mindset, Nigerian presidency will continually to be the best presidency money can buy. Except we change our mindset. Money plays a very important role in our politics.
So how long do we have to change our minds? Because the election is February here, and from the look of things, you can see that money is a very strong factor, and the politicians are really exploiting it, using it. Because we've been calling for manifesto accountability, how, nothing like how. But you see, money is going to exchange hands, and we hope, we hope, we can
As
only hope.
there's a ray of hope. People are getting aware. That's the good part. And we in the media will continue to give a fair chance to everybody and de-emphasize the role money is going to play. But people are getting aware. We might not get there, probably in this next election, money might still play a very good role. But one thing I know is that the future of this country is bright. And that's why we still keep talking about, because our country, and we know that with time things will start to change. I mean, some real hope. You look at the last Anambra election. Look at the woman that rejected 5,000 naira and said she wanted to vote her conscience. And those are the things that give you a real hope. Yeah, it might not be pervasive. People will still collect money across board. Because you can counter my argument by saying, okay, look at the Ekiti elections that was really monetized and all of that. Yes, but you see, on the path to change and on the path to national development, we celebrate every small win when we look forward to the big wins. Like they say, Rome was not built in a day. The best we can do is to keep talking, keep enlightening people that you don't vote for people based on, you vote for them based on their plans and their manifestos and their character and their integrity. And that's what we keep calling here every time.
Thank you so much, Rufal Seni. Let's open the phone lines
Yes.
so that we can have the conversation going. Okay. Have a great day. Now, the numbers to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to join the conversation this morning. You are listening to the front page review. You can call us on 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mary. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and your location?
Obioma is my calling from Iba.
Okay, welcome, Obioma. Good to have you. Go ahead,
Yes,
sir.
thank you. Yes. You can see Shetima and the Ganduje is time to pay back. That means this country belongs to Yoruba and the North. Because after, if Tinubu wins, nothing else will tell you that it's their turn. When nothing else will finish, Yoruba will tell you that it's their turn. Igbo man say he wants to go, they say no. Now, Igbo man is nowhere to be found in this country. I want to tell every Igbo man this morning that they should know this election will decide whether Igbo man will remain in this country or will look for our diaspora. Every Igbo man must be very, very careful because the way we are seeing it, other parts of this country never regard Igbo man as anything. You remember last time, I think we said that after his tenure, Igbo man will go. If weekend come, you say Igbo man will wait until his tenure. So Igbo man not live for this country. If I am to say every Igbo man to forget anything about election, let us fight for Biafra. There's nothing like one Nigeria. Thank you, Mary, and God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning to you. Now, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call this morning to join the conversation and to be part of any of the headlines. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is James from Ikeja.
Okay, welcome, Mr. James. Go ahead.
Yeah, all I have to say is that people should, the money the politicians are sharing is our money. So if they give you money, collect it, but vote your conscience. Don't vote what they are giving you money for.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Now you can go to YouTube and drop your comments there, and I'm gonna read it all WhatsApp. Hello, good morning to you, Ambassador. Hello, good morning. Okay, we've missed the call. You can call us back on 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Kindly turn down the volume on your radio set. Okay, have you done that? Okay, you have to turn down the volume before I can pick your call. Hello, we have a caller here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mary.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Chooks from UK.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Chooks. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about this diaspora remittance that the CBN wouldn't even allow us to use for the purpose we sent it for. This is the lies we've been living with. This government, they have dried that country. They have dried that country that we can't even believe it that you sent your own money down there. You are not allowed to cash that money to use for the purpose you sent that money for. What is happening? What is going on in this country? I am advising anybody in diaspora to be careful the way they deal with this current government. This is unbelievable. How long shall we, continue to live in denials? look at what is happening. None of the, apart from Peter Obi, none of them has even visited us in diaspora to tell us what they're going to do. These are the people that are motoring this economy. Do they even realize how much we are investing in this economy every year? If we take out that money, how is our people going to feed? How are they going to cope with? Because they don't, even our people don't understand our roles. If diaspora stops sending money to Nigeria, I bet you, Mary, these people will be on the street fighting. Our people will be on the street fighting. Because this government has lost its legitimacy to even borrow. So how are they going to fed? How is the people going to buy goods from abroad, get the dollars? This is becoming, oh my God. Mary say, please, you journalists, please bring these people. And I beg again, can these journalists stop bringing all this, their process? When these process want to come and talk, tell them no. Because this is the confusion we're suffering. Tell them no. If they don't want to talk to us, let them continue. Let them continue rather than bringing on this process. When I see them on Arise or TVC or any media stations, I get angry. We need to hear from the people. Thank you this morning.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chugs from London. We appreciate your contribution. Hello, good morning, Ambassador.
Mary,
good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing great this morning.
I want to see my call the other time you're calling me.
Yeah, I picked it, but it's I don't know. Maybe it's network.
It's network. How are you?
I'm doing great.
See, Mary, no worry. Obe is coming. Don't worry. Yeah. So me, Mary, yes. I believe this is still one Nigeria. Yesterday, tomorrow, Nigeria will still remain one. But at times, I don't know how our people are just, like the first caller said. Look, we have a lot of Igbos in APC now. We have a lot of Igbos in this government. I don't know the kind of Igbo he's talking about. A lot of them are there. Just, look, I think nobody will blame APC, blame Shetima, for what he's saying. What is that? We should all mingle together. People can blame PDP because Igbo has invested a lot in PDP government. But as you call out, well, but to me, if they invest more in APC after this any quarter now, it will be their turn. So please, aside that, I don't care become a president. Either the man, no, Rivers man, no, anyway. All I want is a better Nigeria. I need someone that can make. If my tribe be, who does that help? Who's resolution officer for my tribe? Who does it help? He help nobody. Even though President Goodluck go to talk, who does that help? He help nobody. So let's stop this statement, my tribe. That's what killing us. Let's have someone who can do it from any tribe in this country. Good to go for me. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Ambassador, for your contribution this morning. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. They said I was too fast calling the numbers. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mary.
Yeah, good morning to you. Thank you for calling us today.
Yeah. My name is Mr. Pius.
Okay. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling at Mafluku. It should be just by 7 and 8 bus stop.
Okay, great. Can you turn down the volume on your radio because I can hear it hollering back? Or move away from it completely.
Okay. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, great. Go ahead.
See, I so much believe and have faith in this country in spite of my condition. But it's unfortunate that because I'm speaking to you, I'm blind, I have no leg, and of course, I have serious kidney challenge that I maintain every month. I live by the grace of God. But I believe that this country can turn things around. But my problem is Shetima coming to campaign for Tinubu in Lagos and telling us that it is payback. Is it their campaign that should work for or what and what? the Tinubu will do, it will tell them in another language to change the economy of this country, to change the security of this country. I don't know whether our politicians, whether Peter Obi, whether Atiku, whether Tinubu, they don't have technocrats, they don't have economists that can tell them or lecture them on how manifesto should be done and presented. Okay, for example, now we have the expired returns. We have looted money that have been returned. What are the meaningful projects this one are trying to? How are they going to cope with the borrowing on ground if already we are servicing our debt and revenue is cut short and our oil is not reliable? Coping with oil theft, how are they going to cope? We are talking about changing of naira, currency, not changing the fine. Fine, we are mopping up naira. We are more to mop up dollars. But all things being equal, what meaningful economic impact does it have? For example, now, if you want to try a particular market, a particular project, there's some debt industry in this country that if you come and say, okay, I'm going to buy debt industry, we have the aluminum company in Akwa Ibom there. We have our, no, not even one. Our refinery is working. So we don't have our own airway. We don't have any, our plane flying after Nigeria, managed by Nigeria. Doesn't mean we have technocrats. We see what this person is doing in the drug industry, Uba Marwa. We saw what the other man is also doing in his capacity. But all things being equal, we have not seen a manifesto that will tell me, okay, when I will start with the local production, this local production will require this amount of money, and this is how many people it will employ, and this is how it's going to improve our dollar. Okay. After
I think I have to cut you here so that I can take other calls. A lot of people want to.
No, it's painful. It's painful.
Yes,
Nigeria should see a way out of this crisis. They start campaigning on promises, but they should tell us precisely how they're going to stop security and revive this economy. Thank you. Please, Mary,
yes.
Can I have the email address of your radio station?
Okay. I'm going to send it to you after the program now. So I'll take your number and then I'll send it to you after the program.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm very glad.
Yeah, we appreciate your contribution this morning. Have a great day. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, this is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You are listening to the Front Page Review. We are talking about issues in Nigeria from the newspapers, the hot topics this morning. A lot has been said. What is your take? What do you want to talk about? Call us on 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mary.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Peter.
How are you?
I'm doing great today. Your brother called us yesterday, Comrade Akpan.
Yes, when Comrade Akpan called and somebody else called as the first call, I said, okay, that has made my day actually. I was so busy. By the time I joined, it was almost very late.
Yes. Welcome.
Now, Mary, I want to look at what is happening at Afenifere Fashoranti that said he had stepped down because of old age, and then Tinubu visited, and then a group of people met in his place in Akure. He came back and said Padebanjo is on his own, and somebody that he handed over to. His money not political money not playing any part here. And now with what we are looking at, when in one paper that Tinubu is saying that no party can take over Lagos, I want to ask one question. Now, from the standpoint of Padebanjo, that Afenifere was set up in 1951, and I think 1954 as well, and that the main aim of setting up Afenifere was to cater for the southern part of Nigeria, including the Southeast. And Padebanjo said the Yorubas, the Southwest, had produced Obasanjo as a president, had produced Oshibajo as the vice president, currently running. And then the South had produced Jonathan. Shouldn't we, for the sake of peace, for the sake of equity, for the sake of justice, for the sake of one Nigeria that we are clamoring,
when some people come on the radio and say this Nigeria is one, when they know that in practice we are not one, we are not just one in what we are doing. Can't all the Yorubas stand with Pa Adebanjo and say, look, a husband, my father has 6 wives, and he makes sure he will train one child from one woman to a certain level, then pick another one from the other woman, pick another one from the other woman. For what? For equity, for justice. So why can't we know? Why is it that the time that Pa Adebanjo is saying, look, it is a turn of the Igbos, then we are still saying that we need competent people. We need people who qualify. Is Tinubu qualified more than Peter Obi? That when he left the government, he said EFCC and ICPC should investigate him. Did Tinubu say that about Lagos? See, the point remains that for me, if Nigeria belongs to the north and then the southwest alone, they keep rotating among themselves, saying that it is their turn. So let it be. One day, God will do what He will do in Nigeria, and we will know where we belong to. That's my point this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter Omose, for your contribution on the program. Now I'll take a comment from YouTube. Ade Tunde says corruption is so endemic and widespread in this system of government. Karosi, 10 million is there for contractors to pay. Karosi is saying that. And Austin says, Oga APC, ambassador. Okay, I know you're talking about Ambassador Mushba. So will you talk like this if your people have been edged out of power since? That's a question for you, Ambassador Mushba. Adetunde also says everyone can see that Fasorante is very old and fragile. Okay, his cognition is weak, unlike Pa Adebanjo. Okay, more comments are coming in now. You can call us on 0700 903 903 903. What is your take? Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mary.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Tony. I'm calling from Ayobo.
Okay, welcome. Welcome. Go ahead, sir.
And one of your, please, with due respect, one of your callers said after Tinubu, it will be the son of people. I don't know whether he had a divine mandate or what kind of understanding that he has to settle Uru.
Hello, I'm still waiting. Oh, okay. Please call us back so that you can finish your statement. Which of the callers said what? I want to know. Let's get the complete statement this morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Kindly turn down the volume on your radio set. Okay.
Okay. My name is Alaji Ada, speaking from Mazamaza.
Okay, welcome to the program. Welcome.
Yeah, I want to speak on 2 things. Number 1, Shetima and the Daguye coming to Lagos to campaign for Tinubu. Yeah. Somebody did measure now that is tribalized this thing. I think that is wrong. You campaign to the people you know. Even when Almighty God was sending Jesus, was sending this by pastor or apostolic, he sent them to their people. I think what they did was completely right. You can go to your people whom you know. You can be able to convince. That is number 1. Number 2, a lot of us are had it every day. That Agberu. When we are blaming Agberu, we don't know the end result when the Agberu came out. Now we are only blaming Agberu. We never blame the driver and the conductor, who charges the passenger more than what they should charge them. Say, for instance, Orile to Maitu was 550 naira. Today, Orile to Maitu is 200 naira. Orile to Okoko was 100 naira, 150. Today is 400 naira. If the driver and conductor are collecting this money from the passengers who labor every day, how much do they get in their salary? You collect it from them. Why don't you go and pay their money? Now you want Agbero to reduce the money. Are you going to force the driver and conductor to reduce the money for the passengers? If this is done, very fine and good. But in a situation whereby you cannot tell the driver to reduce the price of their transportation related to
to my two should be 50 naira. I think there's nothing we can be blaming the Agbero for. Agbero are collecting the money that the driver and conductor are cheekishly collecting from the passenger. That is very, very clear. But many of us don't look at it that way.
So
Which is very...
do we justify what the Agberos are doing? That is justification to
yes, and they are very, very right, because if the driver can collect what they don't supposed to collect, Agbero can collect anything from them. The answer is the driver should reduce the prices. Then the government should force Agbero to reduce their prices. That is my submission.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay, we have 3 minutes before the show comes to an end this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, sir. What's your name
and
location?
Yeah, this is Chief Akuyene from 798 Airport Road.
Welcome to the program, sir.
Go ahead. Thank you. My own contribution is this. Agbero should be forced to reduce the money they collect from drivers and conductors. And secondly, somebody blaming drivers and conductors that are collecting 400, 200 against 150, 15 naira. But that person forget that formerly a liter of gas is sold at 250, 300. Now a liter of gas is almost 900 naira. When a driver buy a liter of gas, a liter of diesel at the rate of 900 naira, then how much do you expect the driver to collect from conductors in order to meet up to buy up to 5, 10, 15 liters of diesel is going to use in a day? So what I'm saying is that Agbero should be forced to reduce money that are collecting from drivers if they want that to be okay. Thank you. That's my humble contribution. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Chief. We appreciate your contribution this morning.
Thank you.
Okay, 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call this morning to join the conversation. We have a minute to go. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Abayomi from Ilasa.
Welcome, Mr. Abayomi.
Thank you. I listened to one program yesterday. Can we not practice it in Nigeria? Because we follow American system of government. Now there is election by midterm election. That means after 2 years or 4 years that they want to rule, let us come again to check them for that 2 years. But I believe that one cannot work in Nigeria because of money. Then about this Afenifere matter, Adebanjo have tried his best. Immediately this man went to Baba Fasuranti. Now they said that they changed their system. What is talking? It is money. It is money. That's it. So, and secondly, Baba said, forget what happened to his daughter. That these people, they are the root of his daughter's murder. So we do forget things very, very early. So what is that? I believe that one day will be one day. People are clamoring for Biafra and Yoruba. I'm sorry. That is what is going to happen at last. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your contribution. Now it's time for us to go. But this comment now from Olayinka this morning said, "Who is Agbero working for? Is Agbero official?" Because callers are saying that the Agbero should reduce money. The Agbero is Agbero. Is he official? Agbero, is there an office for the Agbero? Who are they working for? Okay, on that note, we've come to the end of the program today. It's 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we have another program called Oge Indigo. Thank you so much for being part of the program this morning. My name is Mary Onaife. You can find me on Instagram at Mary Media, MERRY, then Media. Tomorrow we'll be here again, God willing. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
The best of the morning.
So how come that they usually make a statement and then the executive refuse to obey that statement? Which would address the issue of